Hey guys, and today we're going to be doing a Vision Jet flight, Cirrus Vision Jet flight from Hobby Airport to Austin Airport. It's going to be probably about a 45-minute flight, and yeah, we're going to be on the Retire 8 departure, and Willie 7 arrival with the MNURE transition on the same arrival and departure. So, let's go ahead and get the batteries and alternators up. We can go ahead and turn those on. Strobe lights on. And everything start up. We're gonna go ahead and do some system tests. Go ahead and do it. Flight FX really did a great job with this plane. Alright, and there's the system tests. Now we're going to go ahead and put in the flight plan. Alright, let's see. We're going to be on the Retire 8. No transition. Runway 22. Billy 7. No transition. We're going to be landing runway 18 left. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Navigraph so we can make sure that, because it tells us what runways will be good to land on. And the 18 block of runways are good, so we'll go ahead and take 18 left. It's closer to the ramp that we want to go to anyway. And we're going to do the ILS 18 left, and we're going to do the DOFS transition. So we'll go ahead and load that. And that's basically it. I'm not using VNav. I like to use nav mode and all that better. It's just something that I like. So, now, all we're gonna do is gonna put in, we're gonna be cruising at 20,000 feet. Might get a little bumpy because of the clouds, but should be no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on 220 again, pop up the flight director, and go ahead and turn on the oxygen for all of it. And, yeah, I think we're ready for engine start, so we're gonna go ahead and come right here. Go to the Bose headphones, and those headphones will go ahead and pop on. As you can see, the noise reduction makes the aircraft pretty easier to hear stuff, and like if you're flying on VATSIM, it'll be easier to hear the air traffic controller. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on some fuel. I'm not doing realistic weight, I just want full fuel just in case. Alright, let's go and turn on the engine. Those are gonna start up. I'll go ahead and turn on the flaps right about now, so we don't have to do it at the runway. Alright, engines are started. We're gonna go ahead and turn off the parking brake. Everything looks good. Go and put it on flight plan mode. And yeah, Let's go ahead and go to taxi. I'm not going to push back. We'll just ignore ground crew. While we're taxiing, I'm going to go ahead and check what the altimeter is for hobby. Current altimeter is 299er. A lot of niners. Go ahead and put that on. Alright, we'll go ahead and hold it right here. We'll do a quick check, make sure everything's ready for takeoff. Alright, let's see. One time I scrolled out and my flight plan wasn't actually in, but even though I put it in, so I'm going to scroll out and make sure it's actually in. Check right here, everything looks good. Flaps are down as required. Altimeter is good. Autopilot is set. And yeah, I think we are ready to go. So, we're going to go ahead and take off. So, let's go. Every time I take off, when I put on takeoff thrust, it puts on a warning when I'm taking off, but I have flaps up. I think it might have something to do with trim, but see right there. Yeah, takeoff pitch trim. That's what it says, but I just leave it as usual. I can still take off. It's a simulator. Ooh, it's a little windy. Dang. Crosswind. Alright, gears coming up. We're gonna go ahead and bring the flaps up. Maintain it at 5 to 10 degrees. Now it wants us to turn. I'm gonna go ahead and set the heading to over there, which is about 280. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on autopilot, heading vertical speed mode. Climb about 2,000 feet per minute. Probably pop that up to 2,500 feet per minute. That might bring our speed down, so I'll just do 2,000. And I think I'm just gonna do direct retire. Nap mode. And on our arrival, right here, it says 355, so I'm gonna put on heading mode 355 for the approach. I'll get into that later, why I want to do that. Something with the G3000. But anyway, it's actually raining pretty hard. it's giving me that morning. I'm not streaming. It's fine. And I would like to know what tutorials y'all would like me to do. I'm thinking y'all might want to see a 787 full tutorial instead of just having the installation tutorial. Or y'all want 737, maybe that. So post it in the comments what y'all would like. Dang, it's actually doing pretty good on the climb, the speed. I haven't really seen it do this good. Last time I flew this thing, it was struggling a little bit. Gonna go ahead and look over the departure chart. Okay, I guess I'll explain the 355 heading reason. So it might be, it's probably pilot error, most likely. I don't know if anyone else is having this thing with the SF50 approach, but here, I'll pull this up. When I'm coming in, let's say I'm at X-Wing, and then I'm gonna turn to heading 355, I come up on BSO, and once I pass BSO, it might go over to my transition, which is DOFs. So BSO's right here. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I'll go ahead and take Takeoff thrust off. Alright, like I was saying, BSO is right here. So I pass BSO, and then for maybe like 10 seconds it goes towards DOFs, the approach transition, which is what it's supposed to go towards. But then it switches into localizer mode, which is pretty good. I would like it to do that too. But if it switched to localizer mode, I would expect it to go scowly, because that's the first fix on the waypoint. I may be wrong though, if anyone has any solutions. But instead, it goes to D2. And if I go on VATSIM, I think they would want me go to the transition, not to the last fix on the waypoint. So if I want to fly on VATSIM, I'm gonna have to pop it into heading mode, put it back into GPS mode, and go direct DOFs. But unless there's a solution, maybe I won't have to do that. I probably should be going towards this transition though, Jedi, instead of JOFs, but yeah, I probably should do that instead, but I'll just keep DOFs for this flight. But it's strange how it does that. I would like to see a solution, but for now I have to do the heading bug before we get actually intercepted with the localizer. So you'll see me do that only when we're about to pass BSO. Hopping through the clouds never gets old, especially when you're in the sunset. Alright, we're going to turn towards Menki. Here. Oh. Let me change something. Hold on. Something happened. Alright, so now we have desktop audio and OBS. It was off for a second. But now y'all can hear the aircraft. I'll try to keep it low so y'all can actually hear me talking. Hope that's not too loud. We're almost up to 18,000 feet, our transition altitude. Now we're heading towards Bach. And as it states, it looks like once we pass MNURE, or maybe a little before we pass MNURE, we should start our descent to 14,000. Here, I'll put it up here. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I don't know what happened there. But, as it states right here, we're going to pass MNURE, and then we're going to come into Willie. We're going to be descending to 14,000 right here, then after that 12,000, 8,000, and then it goes on. So a little before MNURE is our top of descent. Oh, we're past 8,000. Let's go ahead and put it into standard barometric. Go ahead and lower down our pitch so we can gain some speed. And that's pretty nice. And what I also like about this aircraft is you can actually go into the back here, and I'm gonna pick this side, and you can get a wing view, which is really nice. It's really cool. So what I'm gonna do for y'all, or no, I'll just leave it up in the cockpit. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps complaining about my stream key, but I'm not streaming. Gonna go ahead and lower down our throttle. Don't want to overspeed. Alright, we are coming back on MNURE. Looks like we're about 3.5 minutes from it, and it has directed us to Willie. We'll go ahead and set up descent preparations. Now, we're coming up on MNURE. We could descend 4,000 at like 1,500 feet per minute. By the time we get to Willie, we'll be at 14,000. So, I'm gonna go ahead and check Austin's airport information. Go ahead and check it out. Current altimeter for Austin is 29901. And we're gonna go ahead and start our descent. So, we're gonna go ahead and bring it down to 4,000. Bring the throttle down a little bit. Vertical speed. Do 1,200 feet per minute. Or actually, we might need more than that. 1,500 feet. And look at that. Look how much clouds there are. I don't know let's check what the visibility is. Visibility is 10 miles. It says there's overcast at 3,100 feet, and it says there's broken clouds at 2,400 feet. But I think we'll be able to see the runway once we get to a lower altitude. Go ahead and bring it down to 2,000 feet per minute. Then it's going to go down to 29901. Then we're going to come up towards biter. Slow down a little bit. Biter, we need to send to 12,000. Alright, and now we need to, from biter to Ishoff, we need to descend to 8,000. Gonna descend at 2,000 feet per minute. Make sure stay below 250 knots. From biter to Basto. You know what? I think I'm gonna change the approach transition. Okay, when I add this, it's gonna do some kind of thing where it heads towards... it's gonna head towards the approach, so... Oh, it actually didn't head towards it. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I'm gonna try this approach transition out. Might be actually better. Jedi's closer to Bose, so might actually be better. Speed up a little bit here, I don't want to get too slow. Turn it down a little bit. Now we need to start descending 6,000. Interesting cloud layer. And see land, so might not be so bad after all. Visibility. Two minutes till X-Wing, so we're gonna go ahead and start our descent to 4,000. And since Jedi is closer to R2, and then the waypoint's D2. Well, they actually named it R2D2. Yeah. So since it's closer to these two waypoints, which we have to be at 2,500 feet at R2, we'll start our descent at Jedi, but it's going to be a pretty quick descent. So we'll keep that in mind. Let's not get too fast here. This is a really nice jet. I think Flight FX did a great job with it. Still don't know why it's doing that. It's fine though, I'll fix it after. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass BSO, put it into heading mode, and leave it there till we get past Jedi. Then we're gonna do a 180 and come and do direct Jedi. And we'll come in here and we'll put it into nav 1. Forgot to turn on landing lights. Alright, returning. Oh, I forgot to turn on heading 355. We're gonna go ahead and here we'll switch it into heading mode. See how it did that? Went to the last waypoint, went straight to runway 18 left. I don't know why it does that. But we're gonna keep it in heading mode, then we'll guide ourselves towards Jedi. Alright, go ahead and turn to 320. Dang, it's raining hard. Right, quick move, go direct Jedi, GPS, nav. Then it does that, it goes over there. It's a little strange. It's not really full. Okay, well, it's not really following this flight path. It's following that flight path. But I don't want it to do that, because then I wouldn't be aligned with the localizer. But we're gonna go ahead and descend 2,500. Get a steep descent. We have the runway in sight. Because then you're not aligned with the actual localizer, which is right here. Or, yeah, there. And, yeah, I don't know if there's, that might just be the regular thing of how it works. I don't know. I might be oversaturating on it. But we're gonna go and put down the gear, slow down really fast. Last time I turned on approach mode, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Go ahead and disengage autopilot. Align ourselves with the runway. Like I said, what happened on approach might be human error, but I know everything else other than that. This plane is really, really fun to fly. It's a really great plane. I liked how they did the Bose headphones in it too. I think I'm just not used to the G3000, that's it. But the maneuverability is like awesome. Last time I landed, the rudders went nuts on me. I almost flipped over. We'll see if that happens again. Oh, what's that? Landing gear is up. What? It's down though.
Landing gear.
Okay, they're... But it was down. I thought it was down. Okay, well they're down now, so... Maybe I forgot to put it up. Great land. I could have sworn the landing gear was down. It was in the down position. I think it was. Go ahead and brake. I don't know, I might have to rewatch the video and see. Glad it notified me that. Alright, we are down on the ground safely. Like how the landing gear came down really quick. Maybe it did some kind of safety thing with the flaps. I'm gonna turn off landing lights. Go ahead and taxi. We're going to be looking for Atlantic parking, which is... That's going to be... We're on taxiway Joliet right now. Go and put it in the screen. On taxiway Juliet, Atlantic parking's right here. So we're going on a taxi via Juliet Alpha, then Kilo. So we'll go ahead and do that. Take Atlantic parking right here. Just pretend that I think there's a parking spot right here. Oh. Okay, we almost went into the grass, but it's fine. Parking brake on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the engines. And we'll go ahead and open this door right here. You can actually open it. Oh, my flashlight's on. And it ends. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this, video. I'll be coming out with more videos in the future, but hope you enjoyed that flight, and see ya.